are so happy, even though it is nearly 3 a.m. here in Malmö, Sweden. That's because the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2024 was amazing. Shall we talk about it? Let's do this! You guys, I quickly just want to list out the top 5 so we know where we're standing. Switzerland wins, Nemo, followed by Croatia in 2nd, Ukraine in 3rd, France in 4th, and Israel in 5th. Let's start at the top. Let's just go around and give our thought on the winner, Nemo. Sinan.
Well, I really like the song. I love the song actually, and I love Nemo.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Ah, okay. Bless you. They were absolutely amazing every single time they were on the stage. I think last night, as I said, the jury final, they had like the best performance like ever, vocally and staging wise, and tonight as well. So yeah, congratulations. We are going to Switzerland. It's literally like 2 hours from Stuttgart, so I am kind of happy.
As you said, Sinan, he was consistently good throughout the week, and not only that, high risk, high reward, and that staging, I was worried every single time he climbed off, he jumped off, he was all over that rotating disc that he danced and played with. It was absolutely amazing. It was extraordinary that he could create those notes and that sound from his mouth when he was doing what he was doing. It was an epic performance and absolutely a worthy winner.
Yeah, they were very polished throughout this entire fortnight, and it's interesting. I'm in no way disappointed that this won because we were in the reaction video together and we were both absolutely gagging. I think that I was looking. I guess Baby Lasagna was my favorite, and so I feel like I like chaos and a mess, and this was the perfect antidote or counterpoint to that because this was polished and this was just perfectly executed. And the rap gave it a bit of grit actually. But after the jury final last night, people kept saying this is going to win. People were blown away. They described it as one of the best performances ever. And indeed, Nemo took 22 of the 37 12 points on offer. That is a landslide. So well done to Switzerland. You delivered, you executed. Yeah.
I have loved the code since I first watched them perform it. The staging ended up being absolutely amazing, even though I really did love the train scene in the movie. Really glad that they didn't wear the Santa Claus beard, and it was really just an epic performance. I'm very sad that Baby Lasagna didn't win because Croatia was my favorite this year.
That's because she wants to go on holiday there, though. Let's keep it real.
Well, now I get to take that solo trip that Sinan told me I couldn't take.
All right, Jonathan.
I think Switzerland's absolutely a worthy winner. Nemo has just produced an exquisite performance. With all the genre changes, this actually had the potential to be a really hot mess on stage if they didn't sort of iron it out, but they sort of stuck with this one concept, just having one prop that you could interact with. They played with the lighting to provide the dynamism that this needed, polished as everyone said, and it was just exquisite with both vocal and staging.
Yeah, and so second place overall was Croatia. Now, interestingly, in the televote, Switzerland came joint 4th, which I believe is the lowest. I mean, I think Duncan Lawrence previously had the lowest televote placing of someone who won. Was he 3rd and 2nd or 2nd and 3rd?
Yeah,
something like that. So now we have a 4th place televote winner, 4th place televote finisher and a 1st place jury vote winner. So once again, the public's choice is not the overall winner. In any case, Baby Lasagna, he did well coming 3rd with the juries. Like, this shows that he did have mass appeal across the spectrum. I was surprised that Slovenia's jury didn't give him 12 points.
Oh, Slovenia, we gotta have a talk, baby.
Where's that block voting? But of course, Slovenia like is quite close to Switzerland, so maybe there's, I mean, it was just a good song from Switzerland. I'm not trying to make excuses. In any case, thoughts on Baby Lasagna?
Perfection. Literally, no. I mean,
perfection in its imperfection.
It was, you know, we have been following his whole journey, you know, since before Dora and after Dora and during Dora, and you know, the pre-parties and the Eurovision, and he has been working so much, and he has been always performing even better than the previous performance live. And he wrote the song by himself. He produced the song. Everything is, original. And I'm so happy that he got that success that he deserved. But of course, I would have loved Croatia to win and, to bring Eurovision back to Balkans. Fuck. Like, girls, juries, literally.
We need to stop cursing in these videos. I find this deeply offensive. We move on, Tom.
First of all, I'm delighted for Croatia that they got second place, their best finish ever. He was sensational, but quite interestingly, the jury spread their votes out a lot more than the public do. The public, when the public votes came out, it was a lot of low points and then a lot of big points. But the juries kind of spread their points more. Third in the juries, I think that's a really good result. I think we kind of half predicted he was going to get a similar result like that with France and Switzerland. We always thought they were going to be better. I don't really know what to say other than I really wanted Croatia to win. Maybe that's the romantic in me. I wanted a country to win for the first time, but I can't be too disappointed. Second place is still a fantastic result.
Yeah, I think there's a similar comparison to last year because Karja was an underdog, right?
Yeah.
Finland often does really poorly, and Sweden often slays. And then this year you have Croatia, the underdog, in the sense that they've never won. Switzerland's won before. Switzerland has more money. Switzerland.
It's all rough around the edges, the Croatian song. The Swiss song is really polished, like Lorene's last year.
So this was a whole underdog vibe, and I think that's what is in people's psychology. But I'm just so happy that Baby Lasagna was able to execute and come so high, because third with the jury and winning the televote for Croatia is huge.
But underdog, what do you mean by underdog? He was always almost always in the
Because
top.
he's a bit of like a bedroom artist, right? He was making things on his own without a label, without a songwriting camp.
He didn't qualify
Just him. He wasn't even chosen for the show.
He's future worldwide rock star.
Yes. Jonathan.
It's interesting. I think Baby Lasagna's story is almost identical to the Eurovision movie. The way that he wasn't meant to be in the national final and then managed to get in and then ended up winning. Managed to, still get to the Eurovision final as well. Croatia should be really happy. I know in the moments after sort of the result second can seem a bit annoying, but this is still their best results on record. It is really something to be amazed about, something to really sort of get behind Baby Lasagna and just sort of continue to show their support. And I'm sure he'll continue to grow as an artist. And this is only the beginning of his sort of career.
The heart, the authenticity, the charisma, the love of cats, his precious fiancée, Elisabetta.
Shout out to Elisabetta.
Gorgeous queen.
I'm just really sad that Croatia didn't win. But I'm hoping for some sort of tour from Baby Lasagna and that he makes his way to my side of the world.
Can we just confirm you do love Nemo?
Well, yeah, Nemo was my second choice.
Perfect.
Anything bad for
I have not a bad word to say about
I
Nemo.
just want to be clear for the people. I just want to be clear for the people.
I love everything that Nemo stands for. I love the song,
Amen, hallelujah.
but I wanted Croatia to win.
Croatia is incredible. All right, third overall was Ukraine. And I have to say, I thought it was going to be the opposite. I thought the juries were going to put this super high and then the public would put it slightly lower. But instead, we got this massive televote score. They ended up finishing, let me just pull this up. Were they third with the televote?
They were. Let's have a look.
Yeah, they were third.
They got 300 something, right? Again.
Yeah, it was one of the massive. Oh, here we go. Right, so they were third with the people, and that catapulted them overall above Israel. This was just a beautiful performance. My husband, who's not really into Eurovision, texted me and was like, "My goodness, that was incredible." It just,
perfection.
it was absolute perfection. They are the creative masters. I think of.
Who was his favorite this year?
He really enjoyed Ukraine. He liked Croatia. He liked Switzerland. So similar vibes to what we have here. But basically, kind of long story short, Ukrainians are the masters of creativity. The only country that's always made the final, and there's a reason.
And also, let's not forget, they were in the death spot. They were in the second position, and they still managed to finish in third place, which is a fantastic result for them.
That is remarkable.
Yeah, I mean Ukraine. I think that new rule to be able to vote from the beginning helped them. Maybe
Gives a death spot life.
exactly. So it's not a dead spot anymore. It's a winning spot. Like top 3 overall, girl. Yes.
Jonathan.
I mean, interestingly, technically Ukraine are no longer the only country with a 100% qualification record now that Luxembourg are back, and they've qualified once. So we'll see how that progresses. But yeah, absolutely, this has sort of just grown and grown for me. I wasn't like a massive fan of this to begin with, but just seeing that performance live and the way that they've staged it, it absolutely deserves that top 3 placement. It was absolutely stunning. Jerry and Aliona's vocal delivery as well is just been perfection. So yeah, really great.
The Ukraine performance was excellent. It's a tearjerker. It still reminds me a bit of 2022. I'll just leave that there. That is all.
All right, and then next overall was France. France Slimane. They did incredibly well with the jury, coming second, and then with the public vote, they also did very well. Slimane was a class act. The applause was perhaps the loudest of the night in the arena, anyway. We always thought this would do well with the juries, and he delivered. France can be super proud of this. This is going to make them even hungrier for a win. Second with Barbara Pravi, now coming fourth with Slimane. This is going to light yet another fire or a feu under their bouteille honey.
Put up the fire.
I was shocked by her televote score being so low.
Absolutely. It was televote score and jury score. They were both low. They stuck her right down the bottom.
Unreal.
Sorry, we're talking about France.
Sorry, so not France.
Vive la France! Literally, oh my gosh, that was pure. In the arena when we watched together, I was like, wow. Like, what is this? Is it like Celine Dion? Is it like Whitney Houston, or like it was too powerful, and I'm happy that he deserved that 4th place and got that 4th place.
I was watching from the press center, and every single time, whether it's in the arena or the press center, and he's about to do that a cappella bit, you could hear a pin drop. It is absolutely silent. We're waiting for that moment if he nails it or not. And tonight he absolutely crushed it, and everyone got on their feet, gave him a standing ovation before the song even ended. It was spectacular. He deserves that 4th place.
Very spirited answer.
I remember when we first reacted to the song being released, and I was like, this gives me Marco Magnoni vibes. If Marco can come 4th place, then Slimane can also come 4th place, and here we are. He finishes in 4th place. I think this just it was a class act, as you say. It was just a stellar performance. I mean, he had a rough jury show with the voice crack, so maybe that reduced his jury score compared to Switzerland and allowed Switzerland to just push its way even further ahead than some of the other countries, but absolutely a well-deserved top 5.
Beautiful voice, incredibly polished. Watching him in the green room, we saw his other half, and I was just wondering, did he write that song for her? Do you know?
We did have an interview on the Wee Blogs YouTube channel, and you'll have to check it out to find the answer.
I don't go to Wee Blogs.
Well, then why are you at this table? There's the door, girl. Bye. All right. Listen, where are we? They are playing loud music. I think we're going to be kicked out of the press center soon.
I'd like to make 2 comments.
Suzanne, we need to quickly. No, it's nearly 3. We need
2
to wrap.
comments for me.
Please be efficient.
I'm very surprised at how low the televote was for Austria, and I was surprised overall at how low the jury and televote scores were for Norway. That's all I have to say for the rest of the night.
I was shocked that Norway came last.
Oh my God.
But it's so funny. My friend Freddie and I were WhatsApping, and he said, well, actually, you basically said this in your first reaction video to Norway at MGP. We reacted and said at that time, oh, people aren't going to get this in Europe. It's great to showcase this, but it won't translate. However, I've become such a huge fan of this song and this staging, I had forgotten about all that. But I think the initial instinct was correct. This is perhaps too niche for a mass audience. However, I effing love it, and I would have put this like in the top 3 if I was a juror, because I really, really loved it. Second point for me is Ireland. I really, really loved how Ireland came 6th overall. This is a massive result for them. It's been a long time. With the jury put Ireland 6th. 6. This was people.
6. Well, it was public 6.
Oh my God,
jury
6.
Overall 6.
The witch
6.
has cast a spell, and we love it. Those are my 2 thoughts tonight. Hunty.
666, the sign.
You were like creating an ocular.
Take a video. No, they were absolutely. I don't know. Like, I don't think there's a word to describe. That whole performance. Maybe something like marvelous.
Marvelous.
Yeah, like dark, marvelous. I mean, I'm happy that the juries really, liked this. Actually, as more than the televote, right? They got less points than the juries. I was like, what? Girls, because I thought that they had like more fan base, like they will get more points with the televote. So that was interesting to see. But I'm happy that Ireland is back in the game.
Back with a Bambi.
Absolutely, Ireland absolutely smashed it. I've got to say, UK getting 0 points from the public vote again. I don't think that was deserved. And what does worry me, because obviously Ollie Alexander is a really established artist, very successful at what he does. I'm worried that kind of backlash with other established artists wanting to step forward again. It's a step backwards for the UK after we've come so far forward. So that's what disappoints me a little bit.
I say this with all due respect. I know people will misinterpret this, but I think Ollie Alexander is a fantastic studio artist, but I don't necessarily think he's the best live artist, and we sort of always said this, and I think that's what came through. The staging was incredible. I think this was perhaps the most innovative staging of the entire year, but for me, the vocal was off, and then there was too much sex. There's a fine line between raw and raunchy, and this crossed the line, and I think that's reflected in the televote score.
I was quickly looking through the televote, and the UK pretty much finished 17th to 23rd in most of them. The highest was 14th in Ireland and Ukraine. So it was quite, consistent across the board, not being picked up. In the middle of the show, we sort of always said the song is actually not that memorable at all. The staging is the thing that sort of tried to bring it to life a bit. But again, if the sort of sexual side of things, shall we say, is not your cup of tea, then you're not going to go for that either. But to be honest, I'm still happy the UK wasn't bottom 5 overall. So thank you to the juries for all of that. Just to revert back to Ireland quickly, I think you sort of have to remember that on these juries, there are a lot of artistic people there. And I think they will have appreciated the artistry that Bambi Fug brought to this. It was one of, if not the best produced in my eyes, stage shows of the year. Just the way that the camera cuts were done, and it was simple, just a candle of circles. They didn't need a massive budget for that, but the way that they produced it was something that you can't take your eyes off of. And going back to the point about Norway as well, in a way I sort of felt like Ireland might have stolen Norway's thunder, with Ireland being the hardcore entry of the year. In a way, Norway ended up feeling slightly tamer than Ireland.
She was giving birth.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just really happy for Ireland. This has become one of my favourites of the year, so it's great to see them up the top.
One of my favorite stage shows of all time at Eurovision, really. I could watch that over and over again. You have nothing else to say? You were for real?
I thought Bambi Thug kicked ass, but yeah, I was for real when I had nothing else to say.
So I don't think any of us would be shocked by Finland. Well, maybe. Okay, let me just rephrase the question. Estonia came last with the jury, and Finland came next to last. I guess someone has to be last. I'm just sad that it was Estonia, because I really enjoy the Estonian performance.
Okay.
Just quickly, congratulations, I'll say, to Germany, back on the left-hand side of the leaderboard.
Where did they finish?
They finished 12th.
Isaac nailed it.
So he did nail it.
I have nothing else to say, so I'm going to stop again. But Isaac nailed it.
He absolutely didn't. He nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Voice incredible. The stage show incredible. That kind of like barrel with the fire coming out, fire surrounding him. Beautiful. He has left our video.
Germany outperformed the United Kingdom and Spain. It is not the bottom Big Five entry.
No, absolutely.
I was a little surprised that Spain didn't do better. Okay, I'm done. I'm really done.
Girl, you ain't never done. Here.
I think I want to shout out to Portugal for coming top 10 again. It was absolutely deserved, a stunning performance.
Can I quote the Yan Yan girls? They do it their way.
Really glad that the juries particularly got behind this, and Yolanda was able to get 3 sets of 12 points. Really shows that Portugal and their art can really captivate quite a lot of people.
Sweden performed first and still finished in the top 10. Plus, they're the host country entry, so that's an incredible result. Also, I'm only now seeing the results. Things have been so hectic. I think it is absolutely fantastic that Armenia came 8th. Who would have guessed that Armenia would finish next to Italy? Italy was 7th, a few weeks ago.
Absolutely, but like Tonal for Moldova, when it got an absolutely ginormous public score, it had that very similar vibe, that happiness. That there's not many songs. It was kind of by itself in its genre in this year's Eurovision. That culture, that flavour, that joy, that happiness that a lot of the entries didn't have. And Armenia smashed it tonight.
Well said. Well, look, we actually have flights to catch. It is 2:50, so now we have to go home and pack, hunty. So let's get in this video and wrap it up. We'll do more videos soon talking about things more in depth. Did you have a final thought, Jonathan? Sorry. Because I can pass you this mic real quick.
No, I think I've pretty much done everything.
And I know this one's out. You've just spoken. All right. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you happy that Nemo has broken the code and is taking the contest to Switzerland next year? Let us know here on Wee Vlogs.
Thank you so much to every single soul that has been watching our videos and commenting and sharing and just being with us. Thank you so much. We love you.
And Wee Vlogs covers Eurovision all year round, so please check out weeblogs.com for all the backlash from all this. What's going to happen for Eurovision 2024?
Yes. Eurovision is burning.
So
hey.
Follow us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all of that jazz.
We love you so much. We're so grateful that you follow day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Thank you.
On that note, I just want to take this opportunity to say this will be my last Eurovision Song Contest. I am retiring, and I am going to pursue a career in pastry making. Y'all got to get ready. My buttered buns are something else.
Will you make börek with feta cheese?
You might have believed him.
We'll go to a
had
pastry
he not
convention.
segued.
I know.
No. You know I like these pastries and these croissants. All right, we'll see you later. Bye! That was for you, babe.